And it's now official! WynWyn Marquez is also joining Miss Universe Philippines this year! Nawindang ba kayong lahat? Yes, our former Reina Hispano-Americana Queen has decided to throw her hat in the pageant ring again to fulfill her one last shot in achieving her dream of competing in the Miss Universe system. And when she was formally introduced as Miss Universe Philippines Muntinlupa during her sashing ceremony yesterday, she just looked the same as the day that she was crowned Reina Hispano-Americana 8 years ago. Still so beautiful while looking in fighting form in that beautiful red gown. It's like she hasn't lost her spark at all. And even her stance and tindig are all still there 10 years after. And I honestly did not anticipate her comeback because I thought she was already content with her career as an actress while being a doting mom to her kid. But it turns out she also has still aspirations to join Miss Universe. And when the opportunity presented itself, she grabbed it right away. Diba? Nung tinanggal na ng Miss Universe yung age limit nila. And so seeing her right now, wala pa rin nagbago. Ang congenial at ang humble pa rin niya despite making a name for herself in the world of pageantry and show business. When she finally fielded questions from the press, you can really feel that she wasn't really there to impress but simply to reintroduce herself to us all over again. And alam mo, parang starting all over again lang na she was not trying so hard to tell us what's new with her or any improvement she feels she could show from her previous foray in pageantry. But instead, it really felt like more like a catching up session with the pageant media, talking more about her wisdom and experiences as a first-time mom. Because in every question that she was asked, you can really feel her sincerity and relatability. That just like any of us, she also has a dream to fulfill. Hence, she has really retained her genuineness and authenticity na napakatotoo at simple lang niya talagang sumagot. Pero ayan na, pag rumampa na siya sa stage, that's where she is showing her fierceness and domination. And in this era of Miss Universe, one has to be a performer on stage. And this is where she really fits in so easily. She can easily dominate the stage with her superb catwalk and dancing skills, which could only make us look at her evolving walk. If we all have been smitten by her catwalk skills, then for sure there is no reason why we can't expect better or even greater this time around. Kasi she is born to be a performer and she won't fail us in this aspect in the next few months. Feeling ko talaga, ito talaga yung candidate na talagang wala tayong mararamdaman na kahit na anong kaba or any sign of apprehension when it's finally crunch time. Ay yung alam mong hindi magpapatalo ng buhay na lalaban ng lalaban despite the odds. And it is within this context na ilaban na rin niya ng todo yung pagiging inclusive niya, which now becomes part of her candidacy, diba? When everyone is throwing his criticism that she won't win because of this inclusivity thing in Miss Universe, deadmahin na lang niya talaga and just focus on her narrative now as a mom. And I'm telling you guys, this should really excite her followers because this is something new to look forward to her candidacy. Now, WynWyn doesn't have to look anywhere or look for any new narrative para lang, to make her look more exciting to the pageant fans. Kasi she is already enough to generate excitement in this competition. If she is currently looking for an inspiration to foray her pageant comeback this year, then she can probably learn a thing or two from what Miss Universe Venezuela, Ileana Marquez did on her Miss Universe campaign last year. Because if you notice, Miss Venezuela made known to everyone that she was a proud mom, so it was very natural for her to include her daughter in her narrative or campaign leading up to Miss Universe. And it set her apart. So this is also what I want WynWyn to emulate, na ang kinina niya talaga yung narrative niya bilang nanay, because just like what she said in her sashing ceremony, motherhood, especially when looking at the eyes of her daughter, inspires her to do her best in this forthcoming competition. Kasi, di ba guys, hindi pa naman ako naging nanay, pero feeling ko iba talaga yung atake ng motherhood eh. That alone sets you apart already from her fellow candidates. Now, dapat ang mantra niya ngayon sa Miss Universe Philippines is to show and celebrate all stages of motherhood. That this kind of narrative makes her stand out already. Especially na wala pa ganitong nakakagawa ng ganyang narrative sa Miss Universe Philippines for a front runner like her, diba? So this also goes to say in all other things that people are throwing her way. Na kasi, alam mo yon, may napatunayan na siya eh. She has already proven herself in the world of pageantry by winning the title of Reina Hispano-Americana 8 years ago. So she doesn't need any new narrative at all. All she has to do is to embrace what she has become right now. And it's really working, huh? As early as now, judging from what I saw during the sashing ceremony yesterday, just by looking at her talaga there, nakikita ko na talaga. And this is also applies to her physicality. Like, she doesn't have to resort to any new or physical transformation just to be able to show something new. That she's already enough, and maybe what she can do right now is really enhance her showmanship on stage. Doon na lang talaga siya mag-focus. Na I really can't wait to focus, or I really can't wait for her show-stopping moves on stage very, very soon. And given her tag as a Latina Slayer, I really can't wait for her to play with the cameras, doing those sultry facials while catwalking. Yung mga agaw pansin, just like what she did in Reina Hispano before. And all she has to do is really bring her energy back, coupled with that hunger and drive. And voila, she just might find herself competing for the title of Miss Universe in Thailand later this year. So panindigan na niya talaga yung pagiging Latina Slayer niya, and she should really be fine in the competition. But you know what, guys? The thing that really gets me to WynWyn talaga right now is her mindset. I just really couldn't really figure out her mindset at the moment. I can't believe talaga that she is back in pageantry because it feels so surreal as she is already an accomplished celebrity in her own right. But here she is, still going back to pageantry instead of going full-time in showbiz. I am sure for any typical mom like her, it's the income that you can earn so you can always provide for your daughter. And yet, she is choosing the platform of pageantry as her comeback vehicle. So dito ko talaga napapatunayan that there is something female-centric talaga and empowering about the platform of pageantry here in the Philippines that makes accomplished married women like WynWyn to still try it out despite how risky it is. And so I guess it really has something to do with embracing motherhood. Her wisdom gets more mature, and the willingness to open herself up to everyone is something that, you know, a lot of people can take inspiration from. And that story is really, really commendable. So that alone pa lang already translates to a win already as early as now. Hence, I hope that she won't just be content in gaining new audience for her candidacy right now, but really go for the kill na talaga all the way to universe. Kasi ito na yun eh, she has everything going for her. Beauty, talent, machinery, fan base, star quality to make this work. And this is her second time to try out for Universe technically. So I really hope she goes for the kill talaga this time around. Doing this vlog honestly has really made me appreciate WynWyn on a deeper level. And so I want to celebrate her amazing gifts and talents because she achieved so much more than her time and place would allow her to achieve. And she is succeeding against all odds at the moment. And so I'm definitely seeing a different kind of female strength here. Someone who is showing that a female's best power lies in one's limitless potential. So for those of you girls who feel small because of circumstances and challenges, remember, your strength and curiosity are enough to power you through to win the universe.